Wow.
What do you think?
Wait a minute.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and close it.
Wow. It works.
Nice. So ever since we got this new Cybertruck, I was kind of bummed out that we didn't keep the running boards because we gave the running boards to the buyer of the other Cybertruck that we had. Today that changes though. These running boards are actually an improvement though. Those ones were great, but these ones are auto presenting. So they're actually gonna be wired up to the car, so when you open a door, it pops down. Some things to think about with this though is yes, you will lose a little bit more ground clearance with these than the stagnant ones or the ones that don't auto present. But I think for what we do with some of this vehicle around town, I think these will be nice, but then I can always just take them off when we go off-roading so that we don't have any issues. But since most people honestly don't even take their trucks off-roading or really give it its full potential, this is a good option for you guys, and it does kind of like elevate the vehicle experience. So we're gonna get this opened, get everything unboxed. It does ship in this massive box. Oh, these pieces are actually really light. So one of these for driver side, one for passenger side. And there are 4 boxes. These are going to be the mounts. So, get one of these out real quick. Since these are auto presenting, we are gonna have to do some wiring. It's really not difficult at all, but they'll be wired actually into the front power supply right there. So we'll just make sure we keep the front outlets on. And then we'll go ahead and hook it up to the internal in the passenger side door right there. So that way it can actually know when a door is opened to present. So this is one of the sides. This is left rear. So we'll put that over here. It's gonna be for the other side. And that one's a non-powered version. This is what I presume will be the powered. Yep, and so this one's gonna have the motor on it. It's gonna have all our wires and hardware in there. But this is what we're gonna be bolting onto the truck on the underside there. So this is the one for the front, and this is gonna have that motor that will auto present it, bring it down. And the rear is just one of these hinges that doesn't have a motor, but this motor will be able to run it all. Then you have waterproof connectors. So we'll be able to get it run neatly under here, all over through here to get to the front, and then through the front into right there for the power. So I really think that'll turn out really nice. This is left front, so that's gonna be driver's side. I got everything laid out, ready to go. We got the fronts, we got the rears, we got the bolts, I got an automatic ratchet there. They do actually have all these instructions online. I would highly recommend you check it out. These are what I'm going to be tentatively following because I don't want to screw anything up. So definitely check out the instructions. We'll go ahead and link it all down below to TesStudio's website. Definitely check out how to do it. Make sure you're comfortable with that. But honestly, the instructions look pretty easy. But I'm gonna go ahead and just get these bolted up, get the running boards on, because all that's relatively straightforward, and then we'll talk about the wiring. And then these, you can see, have a nice little ridge grip to them, completely solid. These are what we'll actually attach, move this over to the rear, one to the front. But these are not side specific. So you can put whichever one you want on either side, doesn't matter. They're actually pretty light, all aluminum. So like, that'll be a nice, pretty wide step too. It's kind of weird. You can see pretty decently wide shoes and no problem there. That'll be really nice to actually step on. Okay, so we got the front out to do some wiring before we get everything on. And now we are actually doing the wiring here. So we kind of have like their wiring drawing out here. I've got the heat shrink. We've got these connectors, which are also waterproof and everything, but I connect it with this, then I put this heat shrink over it and like double it just because I'm paranoid about water. So essentially this is gonna go on the car. Red and black is our input, so that's super easy. And I like to just give them a slight tug, just make sure they're good. Now, you don't necessarily need to use these quick adapters. You could wire it directly to your frunk, but because I have some other things going on, that's why I'm not wiring it directly, because I have some things that I'll be wiring that need 48 volt. This one doesn't, so that's why I'm kind of doing it this weird way. So now for the inside of your frunk, what you're gonna wanna do is the red's gonna go to the red wire on the Tesla, and the black is gonna go on the blue and brown. There's also a green and brown, I believe it is, in the frunk. That's actually a signal wire. Same thing like on the roof. Don't need to worry about that one, just those other two. Ignore the wire mess for now. So long story, we're tapped into here, goes into our 12 volt converter, 48 to 12 volt, then it goes up, plugs into our box. One of these, the blue one, plugs to the left side, which is right there for now. One of these, the gray one, goes down and plugs into the right side under there. And then this loom that's kind of got like the fabric coating on it, actually is going over the door right now, because it actually gets connected down here. I don't know, hopefully you can kind of see that. There's a blue connector. You pop that out, put in the connector so that you can get this off of it. This is actually really easy to remove. This just pops all out. Just remove the seal right here. And then there is this clip that actually is right through here into right there. You need to just pop that out. I just used a flathead screwdriver and just popped it out. So that way you can push this back all the way. I kind of already popped the door open. That's, you can kind of see right here. So it stays there, but I'll show you. But the cool thing is they're independent. So passenger side, door's closed, it's closed. Driver side, I have this door open and that's there. But when I close this door, that's how I did it. So it's side dependent. It's not like you open the driver side, the passenger side is gonna come down too, which honestly, this is way better. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this wired up.
So far, I have the wire. We have zip tied it up there. I just kind of left it. And then we actually just made that quick little jump from here, right under this panel. And it tucks in really nicely there. And actually, I went right behind all this. So I took off these little clips that are actually like right there and whatnot. And then I went all the way up here, right behind the camera, and that is where I jumped it. You can see it right there. And then came up that compartment, and we got it. For the can wire, I actually took my trendy little, actually it's just like tubing, but we went through this hole right here because there's actually this little grommet on it. There's some nice little convenient holes in the grommet. And then I went ahead, put it through there, fished it out right here, taped my wires to it, and then I can pull them right through. And then we'll put the grommet back and just kind of like put the wire out like that, going down so that no water potentially leaks in. So that's what it looks like. So good. The wiring, amazing. You can't even tell.
Everything's tucked in, put behind. I did raise it all the way to help get access to some of the wiring. And here you have no idea. All you see is this little wire loom jump to right through here, and then it's ran to the front.
Then in the front we have the power in the CAN bus coming through here, plugged into this.
Over here we have the power for the driver's side. And then right here we have all of this situation. Everything should fit in. I believe this will miss. If not, we might have to relocate this somewhere. I'm a little limited just because this is the wire for the driver's side and it doesn't necessarily have a ton of extra on it. Reposition this, probably just like sitting it right here, like tape it to this or something. Let's see how it goes. Okay, David, are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Okay.
Oh, I think I know what this is because this. Oh, wow.
Oh my God, look.
It's like,
Wow. Okay, we could have shipped you in that. Okay, can you please get into the truck? Oh.
Wow.
What do you think?
wait a minute.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and close it. Nice. So it's been a week or so since we have installed the running boards because I wanted to kind of live with it. And I got to experience it in some very rainy, snowy weather. No issues, which is great. Means all those waterproof connectors on there are staying put, which is great news. I kind of wanted to put it through a little bit of testing and everything. So I did just that. I had a lot of people step on it and experience it. They all actually really loved it. It made it so that I don't put the car in entry-level mode, which is like lower than low, when I park. I can leave it in regular mode, like normal mode, so that it stays at a little bit higher ride height when parked, but that allows these to really be even more useful. But again, it uses less of the air compressor and everything, so in theory, that should last even longer. Overall though, I'm super happy with the running boards. If you want them, we'll go ahead and link them down below at TesStudio, and we have a nice discount code that they have provided for you guys. So if you guys want to buy anything actually on their site, not just the running boards, you can go ahead and use that, get a nice discount for yourself. But let me know down below what you think of those awesome running boards, and if you have any questions, I'll go ahead and help answer them down below. But they make getting in and out of the truck so much easier. And I can actually clean up here way easier, which is kind of like a side bonus that I never even really considered. Rather than have to like stand right here, which you can see apparently some of my passengers have, I can stand on the actual running board, and that helps me get up here even easier. So when we get this other roof rack and everything on, it's gonna be looking amazing. But if you have any questions, definitely let me know down below and I can help answer anything that you may have down there. As always though, a thumbs up if you enjoyed that video. Go and click here to subscribe here for some other ones, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.